Good people, what's up? You know what time it is. It is the number one show in SimWorld, BLAZIN Takes. I'm, of course, Rick Blaze, and I'm on the road as usual. But I'm here joined by my man, my everyday guy, Siege. How we doing?
We're doing wonderful. Just another great day to be a part of this prep league we got here. And
Mm-hmm. It's
so,
Tiggle, it's Tiggle, it's Tiggle Bitty Tuesday.
yes, that
There we go.
retweet. Uh, but let's get to it. So one of the headlines today, and this is a guy who's been more in the news this offseason than he probably was at all last year, other than when he initially joined Bay Area Breakers. Sean Hyman. He's got a
Yeah.
little hype around him. His game is starting to elevate, it seems. He's had some really flashy dunks. He's looking like one of the top athletes in the league. So a story came out this morning kind of asking, will he ever be able to get out of Trey Hyman's shadow? Before I go into my take on it, I want to just base directly off the headline thoughts.
In SimWorld Prep, no. This is his second season, second year in SimWorld, so it's Trey's. So he came on a little bit later on, for Bay Area. I know he's playing on his big brother's team. His big brother, they have two totally different games, by the way. But his big brother Trey is a more popular player, right? He's a top five guy. And let me say this: I like Sean Hyman's game a lot. His player come for
Yeah.
me as a Sean
Okay.
Marion type. He does a little bit of everything. He's super athletic. He can defend several positions. He can shoot a little. He does a Sean Marion type. He does a little bit of everything. But to answer your question in one word, as far as this is concerned, in SimWorld Prep, no.
All right. So
You can't play. You can't be the little brother playing on the same team as Big Brother, and Big Brother's the top five guy. Well, my sister, who's an accomplished person on her own, she's younger than me. When she went to the same school I went to, she was known as Ricky's little sister. She didn't have a name.
yep.
No one knew.
Yep.
No one even cared about her name. She was Ricky's little sister until she went on to her own school where she can get her own name for herself. So once they go off to college, I'm assuming different universities, maybe possibly, he'd be able to start branching off and getting his own thing. But right now at Bay Area, nah, that's Trey's little brother.
Yeah, so I'll echo a lot of things you said because I do like the take, and I'm kind of on the same page. The sister thing, similarly, my sister went to the same high school, and it was all Siege's little sister. That was it. That was all she was for a long time.
Yeah.
She is way more accomplished than me now. So I mean, she's getting flown out to talk about drug advocacy in like multiple parts of the country. She's doing her thing. But in high school, when she went to a place that I went to, she didn't have a name. So I'm here on that one. Similar thing with what's going on here. In SimWorld Prep, the simple answer is no. And that's not even really about the talent level. Because,
No.
yes, Trey Hyman has shown a little bit more and is considered a top five player. But in terms of their skill sets and talent, I don't really think that there is a shadow to get out of in basketball as a whole. I don't think Trey Hyman is multiple tiers above Sean Hyman as a prospect, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
But in SimWorld Prep, no. Like, Sean Hyman has been called by many the face of the league, won multiple accolades last year. He is SimWorld Prep right now. He is one of the guys, if not the guy. So in SimWorld Prep, no. Even if he was on a different team, likely probably wouldn't be out of the quote-unquote shadow. Basketball as a whole, in the overall basketball world, I don't think Trey has cast that much of a shadow yet. And that's no disrespect to you, Trey, but you've cast a large shadow on SimWorld Prep, but not on basketball as a whole around the world. And no high school player really has, unless they are, the son of LeBron James. And even then, it's not their shadow, it's their dad's shadow. So,
Right.
no, I don't think it's impossible that he will ever get out of the shadow, if we want to put it that way. But I'm more interested in, is there really a shadow to get out of? In SimWorld Prep, yeah, but that's over in a year. They're both off to college. Maybe they play at the same college. But if they do go to the same university, then I don't think there's a shadow to begin with. They're on level playing field. It is start back at zero. We both have to make a name for ourselves
Absolutely.
at the college level. So, look, I'm going to be real. Trey is an incredible player, face of the league. But, yes, eventually I don't think he's going to be in Trey's shadow forever. It's possible that Trey casts a shadow, but right now, I don't really think this is that big of a thing. Sean Hyman's going to have a great season. I think he's going to be used a little bit differently. When he came in, he was just kind of the 4, the dirty work. He's shown he's a little more versatile, so I'm excited to see him kind of expand his game and his usage this year.
For sure.
Let's do another little fun thing. We did this a while back, Rick, but I thought, hey, let's do it again, but let's do it a little bit differently this time. So what we're going to do is another start, bench, cut segment. This is similar to the pick and roll, and I'm picking the start, bench, cuts. I've got a couple prepared for my guy, right. Rick here. Rick has not heard them. He's going to have to give us his on-the-spot takes. So
start, bench, cut. All right, here we go.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with a recruit-based one. Based off some new guys coming into the league, all very highly touted. Dylan Harper, Cooper Flagg, and Tyree Wells.
Boy, you came out the gate firing.
I knew this would be tough for you because you love Tyree Wells.
Yeah, he's the ultimate driving machine.
He is.
I start Cooper Flagg because you can't teach that kind of size and versatility. I bench Tyree Wells because you can't teach that kind of size and versatility. And I cut Dylan Harper. Again, I saw the open round yesterday with Dylan Harper. Again, I think he's a nice player. I think he's a good player. I think he can do a little bit of everything. I don't see an it factor with him personally. Again, this is my opinion. Y'all can take it or leave it. You know what I mean? Start Cooper, bench Tyree, the ultimate driving machine, and I'm cutting Dylan.
All right. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Next, we're going to do guys who are on new teams and are expected to be the number ones on their teams. I've got for you Xavier Pope, Royce Anderson, and Cole Webb.
Oh, Xavier Pope, Royce Anderson, and Cole Webb.
Yep.
Okay. I start Royce Anderson.
Whoa.
I think his skill set. I think his skill set is his size and skill set. He's 6'6", and he's really a bigger. It's not really much he can't do. So I got to go with Royce Anderson as I start. I'm going to bench Cole Webb, and I'm going to cut Xavier Pope.
Ooh,
I think Cole Webb brings a little bit more effort on the defensive end than Pope does.
All right, see, and this is where we'll differ because I would have cut Royce Anderson in this one, to be honest. Especially if we're talking about number ones, I just haven't seen it from him yet. I haven't seen him be a number one yet, and I guess we didn't see Xavier be a number one, but I saw more from him last year.
Hey, Royce Anderson is a slutty bucket. I'm telling you right now, he is a slutty bucket. He's going to be all over the place. He's going to do too much. He's a slutty bucket, and I love it.
All right. We'll take it.
I just made that term up just now right now. I'm going to find a way to use it more often, slutty bucket. That's what Royce Anderson.
All right, we'll take it. So, last one, I'm going to give you a few who I consider to be and consider themselves to be kind of pure playmakers. Zay Gore, KPJ, and Benari James.
Okay, now you know I got to start KPJ. I've been on the KPJ train since last season, so I'm not jumping out. Yeah, I'm not jumping off the KPJ train. That's crazy. KPJ, I got to start. I'm gonna bench. I'm gonna bench Zay Gore. He's a really good playmaker. I think he's an unheralded playmaker. And I'm going to cut Benari James simply because I think his best skill set is scoring, not playmaking.
I agree. And
not saying he can't do it. Not saying he can't do it.
I think that's valid, especially if you're going to start KPJ. Because let's be honest, no shade to Benari, but Benari's not coming off no bench. You try to bench Benari on this team, and you're going to have an issue.
Yeah, a happy Benari's not coming out the bench. He doesn't. Benari off the bench.
Yeah, you're either starting the guy or you have to cut him. There's no benching Benari.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very good take. You're either going to start Benari or cut him, put him on the bench. He's going to be a cancer to you. So you don't want that. You don't want that.
All right, well, that's our start bench cut. Give us your thoughts down there. If you would have maybe done things a little bit differently, if you were the owner or the coach of these teams that have acquired this random pick of talent. So let us know what you think.
Yeah, put it. Let's cuss and discuss. Let's put it in the chat. Start, bench, cut. Who you starting? Who you benching? Who are you cutting? Let's talk about it in the thread. And this is that it? See, we done.
That's our topics for the day, Rick. You got a pick and roll for me?
Hey, well, I'm about to pick up some food. Are we gonna roll with that? All right, that's it. See y'all boys. What's tomorrow?